What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Gameoverse episode 170 for Thursday, February the 1, 2024. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as always by my dude Rick. What's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm here, you're here, we're all here to talk about video games. I'm excited. Sony had a state of play yesterday, so I guess we're going to talk about that. Not a lot has really happened over the last couple weeks, but it's like whatever. I'm just here for a good time, man. And I didn't watch the state of play at all, so I'm looking forward to you filling me in everything that happened.
You didn't really have to watch it, so there's only a few things worth even mentioning in it, I think. But
I will admit, I saw on Twitter somebody was they're talking about the Until Dawn remake, and they're like, we can get this remade, but not Bloodborne. What the fuck? Who was asking for this? I gotta say, I agree.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know. There must be some sort of deal between FromSoft and Sony about that, because you would have thought at the very least they would have had some sort of official enhanced version for PS5 or at least a PS4 Pro, but they have never touched that game. Any backwards compatibility that's there is just native whatever the fuck.
Yeah, which is so weird because the biggest complaint of that game was the frame rate.
Yeah.
Which a remaster of it would fix everything. So
not even just a remaster, just an official enhanced version for the PS4 Pro or even PS5, because it doesn't even do that.
Yeah, it's so weird, and it's I wanted to get into Bloodborne, but the fact that it's 30 FPS holds it back. It's really hard to play it. It makes me sick.
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible.
It's steady, but I can feel I play a lot of action games, and I need it to feel smooth, because I feel it's not smooth. I feel I'm fighting with the game a little bit with all my commands and inputs. I'm not gonna say that's not an excuse. I suck at the game. I'm not gonna sit here I could play this game for 60 FPS. No, I still get my ass kicked, but it would feel better getting my ass kicked at least.
I played. So last week when we did the show, we talked a little bit about Palworld, and I guess at that point, I didn't realize that there was this huge discourse about the game.
Oh yeah, there's a huge discourse. I saw that after the show too. People are complaining that this game is AI generated, and it's copying. It's ripping assets from Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then the guy that admitted to finding the assets were ripped, admitted to faking it. So I don't know what the story is. And then Nintendo came out and is hey, we're looking into it, and they haven't said shit about it since then.
Yeah. I don't even think they said that much. They were just hey, we haven't given anyone permission to use our assets or some shit like that. Which, yeah, of course you didn't, because they're not using I don't think any of the shit. First of all, so I did a 2-hour stream a few days ago talking about this shit. Just a stream of consciousness. I spent 2 hours just rambling about
about the
just random shit
stuff in general. Oh, okay.
Well, about the Palworld shit specifically. And I really don't think anyone actually cares about this shit. They have to be memeing, I think, is what it is. Because there's just no way anyone actually fucking cares. But the whole reason why Nintendo had to make that statement is because people were contacting them, the billions of lawyers that they have, I guess, trying to defend their fucking game. Was contacting Nintendo, which is why they had to come out, which is insane to me. It can't be adults doing this. It has to be just fucking children.
That's gotta be.
But yeah, I felt like there was a good discussion to at least have about some of the underlying stuff, yeah, how much like can you copy shit? Can you like is it bad to just rip off shit? No. Is it um is it bad to use AI? I don't think so. Um yeah, just random shit. I just rambled for like 2 hours. At some point I brought up Lotto's big dick energy, and I don't entirely remember in what context.
Lotto.
Lotto, she's a female rapper, and she made a song called Big Dick Energy that's oh, I remember, because the point was that like music, especially rap music, has like samples where you take another song, literally just steal another song and use it in your song. And it's like you can argue whether that's like an accepted form. A lot of people can consider any form of electronic music to not be real music,
Which
which
is like dumb. That's dumb to me. Like
yeah. So
if it's music, it's music. It doesn't care like how you made it. Like
yeah, but I think the argument that I was trying to make with that, which I don't even remember what the full context was, but Lotto has a song called Big Dick Energy
okay.
that literally interpolates the song uh Genius of Love by Tom Tom Club, which is one of the most sampled songs in history. Everyone, once you hear the
Oh yeah.
song, you're like, oh, I know this song. But it's like literally that song, she just puts her own lyrics over it. And I think the argument I was trying to make there is like why it's okay here. I mean, obviously, I think you have to get permission from the uh, record label to do something like that anyway, and you have to like pay them. But there's a lot of examples where no one fucking gets paid when you use samples,
Yeah.
like Funky Drummer or like the Amen Break, which is probably the most sampled song in history ever. Like not even just rap uses it. Like the Futurama theme uses like the Amen Break too, and shit like that. So, and I don't think those guys ever fucking get paid.
Oh,
So
what is it called? The Amen break?
the Amen Break, it's used in um
Can you spell that for me?
Amen. It
Oh,
was
Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll know it when you hear it, and when you hear it, you're like, "Oh, I've heard this in a million fucking songs," because it's just
Yeah.
it's used in like jungle or, uh, Europeans fucking love it, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
using
yeah. That like drum break. Yeah.
it's using fucking everything, and I don't think anyone fucking pays for that to like license or clear that sample. Um, but anyway, see, I'm rambling again about this shit, man.
It's all right.
But anyway, that was the point I was making, was that like it's fine to just fucking copy shit, but I don't even think Palworld is that egregious with what it's doing. It's just using Pokemon as an inspiration to make other shit based off of, that's reminiscent of it. I don't think it's literally stealing models and then just
Yeah, I don't think so
changing
either.
colors.
People are
Uh,
blowing it out of proportion, if I'm being honest. Like there's no I don't think there's any like plagiarism going on here. Is it heavily inspired by it? Yeah, but it's kind of
yeah,
done on purpose to like, kind of put a twist on the monster catching stuff. And if you want to be technical here, well, if you want to be technical here, Pokemon didn't even come up with the monster catching like genre. Shin Megami Tensei beat it by a couple years. So by that logic, like does SMT have a case? Because they directly like ripped off like gameplay mechanics, but nobody's complaining about that. So
yeah.
it's
I
just
think
a weird thing to like get pissed off at.
another thing I brought up was like Guitar Hero versus Rock Band, which is like literally the same game except the one added a drum kit.
And even then, Guitar Hero is like a ripoff of like what is it, Riffmaster? Like there's some other like Japanese game
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that like Guitar Hero was like ripping off. So
But
yeah,
I think people are like, no, they stole the models, and then because if they actually stole models, then that you have a big argument. The problem is there's no actual. I haven't seen any compelling evidence for that.
Exactly. Like
So
Nintendo and Disney are the two most like litigious like companies in the world.
yeah,
And Nintendo, if Nintendo had a case, they would have like done something already. Like let's be honest here.
yeah.
Like if Nintendo thought they had any case, there would have been cease and desists and all kinds of like fucking injunctions filed. Like shit would have happened already.
But especially since their previous game, fucking Craftopia,
Craftopia.
uh, is literally a clone of Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild, literally. Even like
Yeah.
the moblins are looked almost exactly in that game as they do in this game. But no one
Yeah.
gives a fuck about Craftopia still, even after Palworld exploded. Still, no one gives a fuck about, like, there's like
Yeah.
10 million, there's like 20 million people playing Palworld, and then you go look at Craftopia, and it's like 200. It's like no one gives a fuck, but Craftopia is doing the same exact fucking thing with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
You look at that game, you're like, oh my god, they stole the glider, they stole the moblins. Like, you could make that same argument, but no one gives a fuck. It's like as
Yeah.
soon as Pokemon is involved, you're like, oh my god,
I blame
that's a
Twitter,
fucking
honestly.
Gyarados.
It's just too many people like can have their opinion shared, and it's like detrimental. Some people just shouldn't have opinions. just that's just it. Some people just shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I
And we
mean,
see
people
so
can have
many dumb
opinions.
takes. Well, yeah, but there's so many dumb fucking takes on Twitter, on Reddit for anything, like anything gaming related or anything has some of the dumbest fucking takes and that shouldn't get any traction, but they do, whether it's a positive or negative attention. Like
Yeah,
look at like that Reddit post. Remember back when like the GTA stuff got leaked? And that guy was like, I work in the industry, believe me, graphics are the first thing you work on. And it caused this like fucking trend of like developers being like, no, you fucking idiot. But the fact that like I got any attention
yeah,
at like in a just world, this comment would have been downvoted and then just like not got any attention. But no, like devs got involved, they shared their own shit. Like, even though it was calling them out, like, the fact that he got any attention at all is like stupid. And it's the same thing with this. Like everybody has an opinion and someone has to have a comment on that opinion, whether it's like there's any merit to it or not, when we should just be like ignoring them.
yeah.
Like every comment's like a bad take should be shut the fuck up. Touch some grass. Like not even like a constructive criticism. Like, well, actually, if Nintendo had like a case, just shut the fuck up. Like, don't even humor these people. They're idiots.
Um, yeah, I think because my thing was the reason I rambled about it for 2 hours is because I think there is a good there's a good underlying discussion, but no one's having the actual
No,
discussion about it. Everyone just wants
no.
to outrage about whatever the fuck they think is worth outraging about without
Yeah,
actually having like breaking down and actually analyzing shit for its actual, like, looking at shit critically. Because
exactly.
once you do that, you realize that there's actually not like
Yeah, if
on
you take
both.
like 5 minutes to think about it, you realize this is nothing.
Yeah, because the same people claiming that shit is just downright fucking stolen. On the other side, you have people claiming that no, it's not similar at all. Which fucking yeah, it's fucking similar.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not
it
gonna
is
sit here and tell
similar.
you like the shits are not similar. Like, it's made to invoke that shit, but I like it's definitely in the middle where it's like I don't think it's straight up stolen, but it's straight up like they copied, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with like just using that shit as like a inspiration. But you cannot claim that there's no resemblance whatsoever. You guys are crazy. Um, uh, I think the game itself is okay. Like, it's still
Yeah,
in early access. I want it to be finished before I actually put any meaningful amount of time in it. And I think there's just more to it than, I mean, you said it last week. There's more to it than the fucking Pokemon with guns thing. And
yeah,
that's the part that I'm excited about because it's the Pokemon game that I've been wanting for forever. In terms of just like, yeah, you can run the fuck around and have like these fucking like if you wanted to play it like Pokemon, you straight up could, you
You
know, just
could.
have like battles,
That's
right?
fun.
It's less fun, yeah, but I was looking through the like the stuff you can build, and I was like, it's crazy that you can't just make like a gym or whatever. You can't just make a field that's like that looks like, you know, those like battlefields look like they look like soccer fields almost.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, if you could just build one of those, and then you build a server where everyone just trains their Pokemon or trains their pals, and you just have like little battles, but you don't
But
use any fucking.
what's funny is that the game doesn't really have a lot behind it to encourage that. It's like because the game's not built to like have pals fight each other. It's like I'm fighting you, my pal is like a weapon, or I'm fighting you, my pal is like a party member that's helping me
Yeah,
fight you.
but that's what I'm
Which
saying
is
because
like,
you
yeah,
could do that.
you
Like
could.
if you set up a server where you had rules that were like, okay, you can't, your trainer is not allowed to use weapons. You only use your pals because it has mechanics in there where you can train your pals.
Yeah,
You can like level up their stats, and there's shinies that you can capture, and
yeah, but
there's
the
like,
game's built around like if you try to do that, you'd have to do some serious editing to the code because the pals will like target you too. So like you'd have to like change the code, the AI to just
yeah,
target the pals. So that's what I mean. The game's not built for that, and it's weird. I'm sure you could do it like with some mods and stuff, and it would be super interesting to sit there and watch them, let them do their thing.
yeah.
But
I figure it could be something that, because again, it's
it
still early
could.
access. They'll probably get to something like that
Yeah,
eventually.
like there's potential here to do something really cool. I got bored with it because like I just get bored with like crafting, base building types of games. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's really easy for me to like burn myself out of them. Um, but there's some cool shit there. I like that you can assign your pals in your base to just like work on stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the Fallout 4 like settlement stuff, but like more fleshed out. Honestly, if it had like trade routes you can establish like Fallout 4, I think it'd be perfect.
Yeah. That was where I thought it was like going, but then you said that wasn't in there yet.
Yeah, it's not in there, and as far as I've looked into it, the game only lets you build like two bases, and there's
Uh,
no option to just move your base over, like store your like your built stuff. You have to like break it down, get the material, take it to the other base, like which is weird to me. So
yeah, I figure they'll get there
yeah,
because again, it's more like a Rust, right? And like Rust doesn't have anything like that. You know,
yeah,
Rust does have this like PvP element. Like if you were playing this online, you would have to defend your base against everyone on the fucking server because
yeah, fuck that.
they would like run into your shit and try to destroy your shit and steal your shit. Which I'm not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of that either. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the game just lets you do like private games. Like I like that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
would not have fun with that. I'm playing it like I'm like Minecraft.
yeah.
And I'm having fun. It's like Minecraft with Pokemon. It's
Yeah,
how I'm playing.
I
I'm
actually
having
went
fun.
in because it lets you fine tune the settings. So I just went in and like cranked everything the fucking easy. I turned the stamina like to minimum usage. I turned the food to minimum. Like I almost turned like everything off and kind of just play it like a little open world RPG.
Yeah, it's the game lets you do that. Like the game still rips off Breath of the Wild pretty hard. Like
Yeah,
there's Breath of the Wild like sound cues in there, and
yeah. Even like Elden Ring, like it takes a little bit of a lot of stuff. So people are honing in on the Pokemon stuff, which is probably the most egregious of it. But there's a lot of other game in here that they're inspired by a lot of stuff.
there's like yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that's like inspired by it, and I don't want to set a precedent where like you have to like where like gameplay like where gameplay mechanics are like copyrighted. I don't want to set that precedent because I think like Street
Yeah,
Fighter, Capcom tried to do that when like other fighting games came out. They're like, hey, we made up the fighting game genre, and I'm probably making this up, but there was like a case where like some popular like game system was like created like a genre was created and other people tried to copy it, and they took him to court, and the court
I
was
thought
like,
that
oh,
was like Final Fight. Wasn't that like Final Fight or something?
I know it involves Capcom. I think it was
Yeah.
either Final Fight or Street Fighter, one of those two.
No, it was Street Fighter. I thought it was Street Fighter and Final Fight,
Final
but
Fight's a Capcom game, so it wouldn't have been Final Fight.
uh,
Are you thinking of like God damn it.
it was definitely Street Fighter versus something, but I don't remember. Cause yeah, they tried. There was like a guy that I remember. The thing was, it was like a Guile type character, and they were like, "No, that's you can't have a Guile style character. That's our thing." And then they tried to fight, and then they lost. And then that kind of set the precedent of, oh, we can fucking make Street Fighter ass games now.
Here we go. It was Capcom versus Data East, and it was Fighter's History was the game, and yeah, there's a lawsuit. What Capcom USA felt was copyright infringement on its Street Fighter 2 property.
Yeah,
where they thought like they thought that it wasn't so much the characters, it was like the fighting game like genre. They're like, yeah, it's too similar to how our Street Fighter game plays. Which if you look at it on paper, like, yeah, it's got like even the color schemes for like the HUD are very similar. But it got thrown out. They're like, you can't just copyright an entire genre of video games. Which I'm thankful for. As a Street Fighter player, I'm still like thankful for it. Because can you imagine if like they won this, like what fighting games would look like?
But you can copyright like mechanics.
Which is fucking dumb. Like,
because
you can copyright like mechanics,
Nemesis.
certain like the Nemesis system from like the Lord of the Rings games and Crazy Taxi. Like Sega copyrighted the
oh yeah. Didn't they fuck up Simpsons?
Yeah, I think they went after Simpsons because of it. Because not the Crazy Taxi mechanic, but the game tells you where to go with like an arrow at the top of the screen, so it tells you which direction to go, and they copyrighted that specifically.
That's crazy.
That's why a lot of like modern games have like a waypoint system now, because they couldn't just have an arrow at the top of the screen tell you like which direction it's in, which I think is better for visual clarity, but for what Crazy Taxi was trying to do, it's like, it defeats it. But what else? I think Namco copyrighted having mini games that are playable during loading screens.
Yeah,
they copyrighted that, and like no one's doing anything with that now, so who cares? Like loading screens aren't like a big thing anymore.
actually I think that expired, so there are games now that have been doing it, like Splatoon does.
Splatoon does it? Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, not like loading screens aren't like a huge deal anymore. not like they used to be. It's weird, dude. Copyright is like such a weird, like, I do not envy copyright lawyers because there's so much like bullshit to put up with, so much like precedent to like. Half the job is like arguing like why something is or isn't copyright infringement, and there's like never a precedent set for like most of this crap. It's
because all the like copyright law is all based on old ass shit, it hasn't like caught up with modern fucking tech. That's why AI is such a problem now, because AI is built off of, it has to learn from copyrighted material.
Yeah,
and that's what's in argument now, is like whether that's should be allowed.
Again, like there's an argument to be made against that too. Like there's this issue with like George Carlin. I don't know if you heard, but there's some guy made that, like a George Carlin special trained off AI, and the whole gimmick was like, oh, this is trained off of like George Carlin's like stand up, and it used his voice, and the George Carlin estate like sued that like it was copyright infringement because they trained it on his material. And then like the guy tried to say like, well, the voice is AI, but the actual written material is like my writing. I was inspired by Carlin. And I was like, so what's the difference? Like, really? Like, let's say this guy like wrote up a special, right? The same special, inspired by George Carlin. He watched like hundreds of hours of George Carlin material. He wrote a special based on George Carlin, did a George Carlin impression, dressed like him, what's the difference between that and AI? Like,
I don't think there is any.
Like on a
Personally,
legal standpoint. I know the difference, like mechanically, but on a legal basis, like what's the difference? Like nothing really. Like,
yeah. And that's the thing. People are. So that was one of the other things I talked about in this the 2 hour rambling I had with Palworld was that the AI shit. Everyone just hates AI kind of for no reason. I understand. I understand if it's bad, a bad use of AI, but a bad use of anything is still going to be bad. It's not bad because it's AI. It's bad because they just used it poorly.
yeah,
But you can use AI and it be extremely fucking good. Uh, but everyone just kind of just hates it because it's AI, or because they think it's AI. It's bad without even having proven whether it's AI.
yeah.
And I have no idea why the vitriol towards where the vitriol towards AI comes from. Like you
And
just hate it
there's a lot
because
of good use for it too. Like when people hear AI, they think like, oh, we're gonna have like AI generated like video games. Like no, like look at like NVIDIA released that like toolkit that like remasters games using AI,
yeah.
and it's incredible. It's incredible the way these games look, and that's a good use of it.
But even that is not like, because you can't do much just fully AI. Like
Right? Yeah, right now.
there always has
Yeah,
to be the human, and like AI will give you a head start. It will take you a percentage of the way there, but then a human has to go in and go, okay, let's refine this a little bit. Like, yeah, you could just have the AI do it, but it's not gonna. That's what gets you a bad product. That's
yeah,
why when motherfuckers just have like AI generated voices or dialogue or whatever, you can tell it's shitty because no one went in and like touched it up. Um,
yeah,
but if you go in and like AI is supposed to just be like it's supposed to be a like a helpful tool to get you a percentage of the way there, and then you can like it's supposed to be a head start to
yeah,
get you there, and then you finish the job, and it
yeah,
just saves you a lot of time having to do like
yeah.
the
Yeah,
starter
there's
shit.
potential. Yeah, there's potential to make like AI being used in game development. There's potential to like really revolutionize how games are made, but not in the way like people think. Like yeah, like you
Yeah,
said, people want to use AI to just build everything.
it was like when the finals came out, and it came out that some of the call outs and shit were AI voiced, and I'm like, yeah, of course, because first it's still a game in development, and all the call outs and shit, it's a type of game that anything can change at any moment, or you would have to add or remove things. Like maybe they called this gun something and the name isn't final, but they still have to have a call out in there that might change. Instead of getting a voice actor to come in and do 1,000 lines that might change over the course of development, they just AI it, have it like a placeholder thing in there, and then if the name of the gun changes or the map changes, they don't have to revoice. They don't have to bring
Yeah,
in the actor again to like revoice 1,000 lines because they changed the name of one gun. That's just
yeah,
one gun. Like a game like that. Like think of Apex Legends and all the call outs. Every time you hit that like E key, I don't remember what key it is, but every time you hit like the call out key, they have to say that shit.
yeah,
And every character has to do that. So it just, for a game like the finals, it just makes sense that it's just AI this while we're still working on it, and
yeah.
when it's final, we'll bring everyone into the booth and then finalize it. But everyone sees is just, it's AI, it's trash, it's garbage, and they
Yeah,
lose all the like context around it.
which is funny because like you don't see this kind of like vitriol for like other gameplay shortcuts. Like you like you said, it's like a placeholder thing to use AI. But if they had used like a text to speech program, for example, just like a really blatant text to speech Microsoft Sam shit to like as
Yeah,
placeholder, nobody would have complained. Nobody would have complained. Skullgirls, when it had its DLC characters in development, they still put the characters out for like tournament play and stuff, and for testing, but the models weren't done yet. So a lot of the frames of animation were like black and white, or like not in color, or the coloring was off, and that was still acceptable because it was just there to like test and stuff around with. So it's weird to me to like that this is something that people like complain about. Yeah, I know there's a lot of fear of what AI is going to do, and a lot of developers and a lot of like, it's not even developers, it's like the people above them. It's like publishers and like stockholders that want people to use AI to just build everything. But if you look at like the developer side of it, what developers want to do with it, it's nothing like that.
Yeah, but even if it was, I still don't even think that's a bad thing. If you could just hit a button and generate an entire video game using I don't see a problem with that on its own. It's only if you do that and it's bad, then I have a
Yeah,
problem, because then you're just putting out a bad product. But it's
yeah,
not even because you used AI to do it. It's just because the product is bad. I don't care
yeah,
that you used AI to do it. This is just a bad product. If you did that and it was fucking the greatest thing ever made, I'd be like, fucking, I'll pay $100 for this. I'll pay $300 for this if it's the greatest. Like, I don't like it. Doesn't. I don't really care what technology you use to make, because you can already do that without a like Unreal Engine 5 when they show off, oh, look at our terrain generation tech. And it's
yeah,
like, holy shit, can generate all this trees and terrain and shit. And like, that's fucking awesome. That'll save a lot of fucking time for people.
yeah. And no
And
one's like complaining about that. Like,
yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of potential for AI, and people are like focusing on the wrong things. Like, we'll see what happens with it later, but I don't know. I think like it's there's a lot of stuff to be worried about, and it's like making a bad product. But I don't think AI is like the worst thing in the world quite yet. You know, there's still like issues with like, I know the Taylor Swift like AI picture controversy just happened. Like, definitely we need laws in place for stuff like that.
I mean, that's
But
not even, you can already do that in Photoshop. Like, again, AI just makes it easier, but it's not AI's fault that that exists, because you could
you're
already
right.
do it.
You're right. But my logic is like
It
there
just
should be
saves
like
time.
laws in place. There should be laws in place to like, you can't like just put that out there. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like same thing. Like, I could Photoshop a cock in someone's mouth, and like if I was in high school, I could have like Photoshopped a cock in someone's mouth and then around school and like caused that a lot of issues of bullying with that. But
Yeah.
that's what I meant. There should be like laws in place for stuff like that. I'm not saying like make it illegal to make these images. Just just change the laws to like to understand that that's harassment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like punish for that accordingly. Um, Yeah, it's just there's a lot of stuff here that the law is barely catching up on, so we'll see what happens. Um, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, you played Palworld,
Oh, yeah.
and
I actually didn't expect. There's not a lot going on, so I guess we could
yeah,
like, we're good to just fucking bullshit around like that
yeah,
on this episode. But
yeah,
yeah, it's just but yeah, that's the conversation that I kind of want to be having around this
yeah,
Power World shit. Instead, it's like, I'm telling Nintendo on you because this you're stealing their Pokemon assets, and
yeah,
it's just fucking, it's like brain rot, man. It's just not
yeah. That's what I'm
like.
saying. It's a lot of dumb fucking takes that like I don't want to. I don't care.
Like, I enjoy the deeper conversation of, well, let's like get into like the actual, like, what is our actual problem with AI, or what is the actual problem with just making derivative products, or the other one that came up was like animal abuse, which I think is the weakest argument if you're talking about fucking
Yeah,
Pokemon, considering Pokemon is literal dogfighting for fame and profit and entertainment. So
yeah,
I don't know how you can defend Pokemon and blame this game for any form of animal abuse. It's even worse than Pokemon
especially
because they're literally children.
yeah. And then Pokemon tries to like dance around it, like, oh, they like it though. Like it's not dog fighting. We're like yeah, I remember when the Pokemon movie came out, and like Mewtwo like made some good points. He was like, "Hey, you like catch us and then use us to like fight each other." And as a kid, I was like, he's right though. Like, that's kind of fucked up. And then they just hand wave it. Ash is like, no, we're friends though. We're friends with our Pokemon, and we do it because like they like it. And Pikachu's like, yeah. And it's like, no. You don't. That's. As a kid, I was like, that's bullshit. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, if Pokemon existed, this is what people would do with them. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Like, this is what would happen to Pokemon if they existed.
I mean, it is what they. I mean, because that's the thing is. I remember me and you had a conversation about like the meat industry and how they don't sell you a cow, they sell you beef or whatever, or like a steak. Like they change the name of it and like desensitize you to associating it with an actual animal. And that's what Pokemon is. It like desensitizes you. It doesn't actually call the thing. You know, like they don't die when you fight them, they just faint. Or like, you know, you're not like fighting or Pokemon, you're training them.
And it's not like they play it off like it's a competition thing, like the way we would look at like boxing or like mixed martial arts, like it's like a combat sport. But the difference is though that like I sign a waiver, you know, if I want to go boxing. If I want to start boxing, I sign a waiver for it. I talk with the trainer. Like it works around. I do it for as long as I want to. If I'm a Pokemon, I could be like out in the middle of the woods, you know, just hanging out. Like my whole day consists of like eating and fucking, and then some 10-year-old comes up, puts me in a ball, and is like, "You're gonna fight for me now." Like that's fucked up. However you want to look at it, like even though they're cool with it. Like after, it's like that's fucked up. Like,
yeah. So
like that's really fucked up, and it's like you're right. They kind of hand wave it, like, oh, it's not as bad as you think it is. Whereas like Palworld is at least honest about it. Like, no, this is like, no, we're butchering them, we're catching them against their will, we're making them work for us. And there's an option to just like butcher them. Like you can just release them if you want, but you can unlock an ability to legit butcher them. Like you walk up to them with a cleaver, carve them up for meat, and like that's it. It's like a command you can unlock, and the game doesn't like pretend it's like not that. And I kind of respect it for that a little bit. You know, it doesn't like try to like romanticize like what it's doing, like Pokemon does.
So yeah, I think that's all I had to say about Palworld. I'm probably never gonna play it or talk about it again unless it's finished, which it probably never will be. So
yeah, I don't know. Like the attention they're getting on this, there's like incentive there to like work on the game and finish it.
I guess we'll see if they do
extra content. Like
they have been patching it, and so slowly, but there's just like issues with like basic stuff like the pals pathing through your base is just completely fucked. They just keep getting stuck on things and falling off of ledges and shit, and just getting stuck in corners. And,
I fucked up and made my base like after the first spawn point, like that little like right by that cliff.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize like how big the fucking base like walls are. And my pals keep falling off that cliff and just hanging out in the cliff below and just not coming back up.
Yeah. So
like it's super obnoxious. Like so the game has potential. It has a lot of potential to do some really cool shit, and I can't wait to see what else it does. To call it like derivative of all these other things, it's like not really. Like does it steal shamelessly a little bit? Yeah, but that's kind of cool though, because like it takes all these cool things that it does.
And it ties everything in mechanically, which is my biggest like impressive. I don't know. That's what I find most impressive about this game is it doesn't just take things. It really connects everything together mechanically to where you have this Pokemon thing, you have this crafting thing, and it intertwines them so perfectly that
exactly
it really makes something new.
Yeah, and people that complain that it's like copying it, it's like, what's the problem? Like, we already described games as like, oh, this game is like this game and this game.
Metroidvania,
Yeah, we already described
Souls
games like
like.
that. Like, look at when
Yeah,
it's not super popular, but when God damn it, what's that game? The Four Horsemen game. You know what I'm talking about?
Death,
You know what I'm talking about?
Darksiders.
Darksiders. When Darksiders came out, people were like, "Oh, it's like Zelda mixed with God of War mixed with like Portal," and like that's how they were. That's how like people were talking about it. That's how like the word spread about it. It's like, hey, here are these. It's like these games you like. And then,
Yeah,
but when we talk about Palworld, it's like, oh, this game's so bad. It just copies Breath of the Wild and Pokemon and Minecraft, and it's like, okay, like that's a weird take.
yeah.
That's
But
a
again, I
weird
think
take.
it's just people. It's people claiming that they literally stole assets, which
Yeah, it's
again, I
just
don't think there's
no,
any
there's
real
no
hard
proof.
evidence.
Yeah, there's no proof that's what was done. If they did steal assets, like it would have been it would have been taken down already. Let's be honest here.
Yeah,
And it's happened before. Like even small games like the Scott Pilgrim game, way back in the day when Wallace Wells got announced as a character. One of his animations took a sprite from the Sonic Battle GBA game, and they had to like delist the character and redo the sprite work because of it.
but I don't even know
Yeah, it's
that.
like a thing. Yeah, it's a thing that happened like way back in the day. Like, so I can find a link to it. Um, 1 second. Trying to find the goddamn like article for it.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to pull it up. It's uh, it's just. I like that. I like that. I don't know. These games can just they can just exist, man. I don't think
Yeah,
there's anything. I mean, as long as you're not literally stealing assets and fucking like profiting off of them. Because yeah, if this game's stealing assets, then yeah, it's a little fucked up. A little fucked up.
yeah,
But I would need I would need to see some more compelling evidence than just laying two meshes on top of each other and going see like that's some like fucking like X-Files level conspiracy bullshit that I don't think that's how I don't think that's how that works is what I'm saying. Um like I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. Or being
yeah,
like, look at the tuft of hair in this thing. See how it's almost identical. Um Yeah, I don't think that's really how that works.
yeah. I don't think so either. And like, it's something that annoys the hell out of me, dude. Like, again, there's a lot of dumb, bad takes on this. So we'll see. It's not going to go anywhere. I was going to say we'll see if this goes anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Like, let's be honest, it's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. Um, if Nintendo had a case, it would have happened already. Like, let's be honest. If Nintendo had any case against this game, if Nintendo felt at all there was any copyright infringement, they would have fucking dropped the hammer on this game already. Um, so the fact that like it hasn't happened tells me that there's nothing here.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Like something in the future could come out and like no, Nintendo was like waiting to build a case or something, but no, let's if there was any case here, it would have happened already.
Um I went back and played some Path of Exile.
How'd that go?
Now, I realize there's this thing that I do. And
Yeah.
that's when the Diablo gets bad, I start poking around into
And the other RPGs, yeah.
yeah, to like satisfy that itch.
Yeah.
So I loaded up Grim Dawn. I was like, oh, this is not hitting the way I needed to hit. I loaded up there's a Warhammer game that's literally Diablo 3.
Oh yeah, Warhammer Chaos Bane. I heard about that.
Yeah. And but it's so milk toast that it just does not
Yeah,
like
it
it's
doesn't
not
quite
bad.
get that
It's
scratch that itch. Yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just it's extremely bland. So then I loaded up Path of Exile. And the thing about Path of Exile is I get it's I keep getting to the spot where you know, you build your character and then you realize your build is fucked and then you're like fuck it. But I did something unprecedented.
Oh yeah.
I did not make a lightning witch this time.
Oh my goodness.
I made a lightning archer. And it's reinvigorated me, man. It's reinvigorated my love for this game because I didn't even know you could do that. And that's why I love this fucking game, dude, is because you can literally if you can think of it, you can build it in this fucking game. And that's what I
Yeah.
like. That's why most of these games do not satisfy that itch that I have where it's like because you have to play they have these like rigid builds that you can do and you can't really deviate from whatever the game provides for you, and they don't provide much. That's why, like, as good as Grim Dawn is, it doesn't satisfy my want of
Just
fucking
fucking
putting
around.
lightning on whatever the fuck. Yeah, just it doesn't really let you fuck around the same way. So that's why I loaded up Path of Exile, not even knowing that. I was just like, you know what? Let me try something different. Let me mix it up. Let me just build a fucking archer. And then I saw one of the first fucking things you get is, hey, you want to put fire on this thing? You want to put chaos on your thing? You want to put ice? You want to put lightning? And I was just like, yeah. Yes, I do want to do that. And then you can just do it. And then you open up you open up that fucking big ass passive skill tree, and it's just like you can see all the nodes, you can see everything available. It's just all laid out in front of you. The only question is, okay, how do I get to this point where it's you know, attack speed times 10,
Yeah.
and you fire every time you fire an arrow, you fire 6 more additional arrows. Like those are all on the edges of the skill tree. So it's like, okay, how do I develop my character and so I can get to that point? So I get to the point where it's like elemental damage times 300. It's like all of that stuff is on the tree, but you have to like develop your character to get to those outer edges. And like that's the fun part is like like actually developing your character on your own, not pulling up a guide and just following a guide, but turning it into something you actually have a connection to. Like I don't get that feeling from any, like every time I load up fucking Path of Exile, I never get that feeling from anything else, man. It's so satisfying to just build your character your way and being like, oh shit, I made a glass cannon. I have to start investing into like some health and defense or evasion upgrades, and you actually doing that and it like paying off and you feeling it's so rewarding, man. I don't get it from anything else, man. Every time I
One
load up this
game
game.
that does that super well is Wolken, Lords
Yeah,
of Mayhem.
I did play that. It's so my other problem is that it has to have good controller support, and that
Yeah, it does
game
not. It does not.
does not. Path of Exile is probably number 2 in my book after Diablo. The only problem Path of Exile is it locks you into whatever choice you make. So
Yeah.
if you start playing, because there's sometimes where I want to play with a controller, but if I like open up a menu, I just want to mouse around in the menu because
Oh
you
yeah.
know there's a lot of menus in this game, and you can't do that, which is fucking insane to me. That like I can't just pull up a menu and just start using my mouse. Uh, it's insane to me. But other than that, the controller support is just really, really fucking good in this. And Wilson, uh, I tried playing it and I was like, fuck, man, the controller is not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
great.
bummer because Wilson does a lot to like let you build however you want.
Yeah.
Even the magic system's super cool because the resources you use, I'm trying to remember, one resource fills up another. So like there's this one resource, let's call it like rage for lack of a better term, for like your melee attacks. And as you build up like rage, that like as you use rage, that builds up your magic bar. And then when you use magic, it builds up your rage bar, something like that. So there's a lot of incentive to like really fuck around with your skills and always have something going off. Like it's really cool the way it handles its progression. Granted, I haven't like really fucked around with it too much, but I like how it handles that progression and resource management. I want to get back into it now. I might just put that game back up.
You gotta load up Path of Exile too, man, because
I know I played it a bit and I liked it. Like I did like what I was playing. I just gotta like dedicate time to it.
Once you open up that skill tree, I think that's gonna be the moment for you, is when you actually dig around in there and start actually looking at the buffs you get, because there's a lot of small incremental shit, but what you really need to look at is the stuff on the edges, the things on like the far edges, the big, because that's what you're actually working towards.
The build defining stuff, like
yeah. And when you see that shit, you're like, oh fuck, because you can fucking do like anything, man. Like it has tons of shit in there. So if you like anything you can think of, like there'll be stuff in there that's just dedicated to lightning. But any class can use. Every class has the same tree, so you can literally like work your way into. It's like the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X, but every class has the same grid, so you can wander into, like, if you build like I built an archer, but I started wandering into some of the sorcerer stuff or the witch stuff, because that's where like a lot of the elemental stuff is, and that's like I was like wandering in there and building like a hybrid witch archer, and it's just so fucking satisfying doing that, man, because it just feels like you have so much more of a connection. At least I do. Like I'm so much more connected to my character in a way I just don't get from anything else, because I feel like I'm not doing this predefined thing that's like already expected of me. Like I feel like I'm breaking the game with how fucking OP my character is. On top of that, the seasonal thing right now, they don't really call them seasons, but, or maybe they do. But the seasonal thing right now gives you additional fucking skills and shit. So I have this other like hunter ability, which covers my body in vines and gives me this like additional shield of like, it's almost like a tree, like a tree shield. I turn myself into a tree, and I can just absorb fucking damage, and these like vines grow on my body and just shield me from a bunch of damage. It's crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's like, it's so good, man. Like that's the thing. When Diablo gets bad, I get back into Path of Exile, and then it fucking takes me in. So, and then I play it until my build doesn't work anymore, and I get pissed off, and then I stop playing. But so far it's doing pretty well. I'm actually proud of where it's at. So, yeah. Load up Path of Exile. It's so fucking good.
I played a bit of it, and I liked what I was playing through, and it's the kind of game I've had to like replay a couple times. So I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
So I had to replay it. I would have to replay it a couple times, because like I would play it, take a break for a while, and I'd be like, I don't know what I was doing with this, and then start over.
Yeah.
And every time I started over, because a lot of your build is like, let me rephrase this. A lot of the specials and skills you have are based on like the gems you find, right? Like the gems you find, you slot in.
Yeah.
Like that determines like the skills in your hotbar or whatever. And every time I play through, I play with the same character, I've had a different experience because of the gems the game would give me.
Yeah.
And that's something that I can say is really cool. Some people wouldn't like that. Some people like want some consistency, but it really does like,
well,
this is like your journey. This is your story, your character, your build.
When you go through the campaign, the quests will actually give you gems as part of the campaign, and that selection of gems is always the same. So you're always guaranteed the same selection, but you can only pick one. And then
Yeah,
you can
but the
also
gems
the
that you
ones.
find, the ones that drop though, those are random.
Yeah, yeah,
And I've seen some shit. Like I would play a character and I would have two different like experiences because of the gems the game would give me.
yeah. But
And
that's the
that's what I
beauty
can
of
say
it.
is like super cool. Yeah, that's what I can say is super cool about it that I like a lot. And I never felt underpowered. It was always like, okay, how do I use this now that I found? Like how do I make this ability work for me? You know,
Yeah.
and that's part of the fun, that creativity of it.
And then just stacking shit on top of that ability to where it just transforms it into something else. Like
Yeah.
now, every time you use this ability, it has double range, or it'll spawn like a totem when you every time you use it, or shit explodes when you use it. Like chaining shit together is like the best part, because now I'm thinking of, oh, what if I build a fucking barbarian and have like a lightning barbarian, and then every time I do a whirlwind, it just does fucking arcing lightning shit.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's fucking good. It's
Yeah, dude, it's a
fucking
lot of
good.
fun. I'm gonna fucking re-download it now and see if I have time to play it. It is fun. Like the bit I played of it is like hella fun. I need to like replay it now. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna get back into it now because I'm super disappointed with Diablo 4's like season. Like I can get into that now. I'm playing Diablo
Yeah,
4. I was, and then I got to the seasonal content. I ran through my first dungeon. And I was like, this is fucking boring. Like, I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm like, dude, I can't see myself like playing this for an entire season, like just doing this.
yeah. I
So
know
I'm
they
not.
did.
I'm not
They
going to.
they did patch. They put out a patch because everyone was pissed off, and they patched some stuff in it. I heard it was better now. But I have not
Whole
gone back.
concept of it, like these dungeons aren't fun though. Like
Yeah,
they have to completely like overhaul like the entire seasonal progression and the whole like gimmick of the season. They have to completely overhaul everything for this to be like for this to get my attention again. Especially since like the season of Blood was so fucking cool. Like yeah,
yeah,
just give me vampire powers and excuses to use them. Like that's all it needed, and that's all it did, and it was fucking incredible. This is like not that, and it's not fun.
yeah.
Like this is the thing. I like Diablo, but let's be honest here. The dungeon delving is not the best part of Diablo. Let's be honest here. Like
Once you
find
get to
creative
Nightmare,
ways to throw enemies at me, and I'll have fun with that.
yeah, yeah. Once you get into Nightmare dungeons, it does get a little better because they just fucking throw shit at you that really mixes it up.
Yeah,
And
but it
I,
takes forever to get to those, and like
yeah, yeah,
and it takes and like, what I liked about the season of Blood is that the blood harvest stuff like made it really fast to like level up
yeah,
to progress
yeah.
and
'Cause it's just
yeah,
threw hundreds of enemies at you. You just slaughter them. Like it turned it into
yeah,
like a Dynasty Warriors.
almost yeah, and that was fun. And like the vampire powers are cool as shit. And like I feel like this little like seneschal thing is like not as cool. Um,
Yeah,
we'll see if they patched it. I might try to get back into it, but I was not impressed, and I'm kind of whatever about it.
yeah. You probably played it after they patched it. I'm not sure. Because yeah, they did a little emergency patch. Like, we hear that you guys are not fucking with this, so we made it easier to like level the. I hear once the seneschal like obtains more, once you level up the abilities and shit, I hear that it's fucking monstrous. But it takes so long to do that. So that was one of the things they said they improved. Was like, okay, we're gonna make it easier to level this fucking thing. Um, and then something about the traps they've changed. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out and just see.
Yeah.
But I'm Path of Exile has me now, so they fucked up. Too late.
Yeah, I'll give it another try. And see if like it's worth playing through. But I'm not. I'm playing so many other games right now, dude. Like I'm playing I just got back into Bravely Default 2. That's still good. I'm like right at the end game for that, so I want to try to finish that before I go into anything else. But on top of that, like I'm also playing Wolfenstein again because Wolfenstein's still fucking fun. I don't know why I just had a
Yeah.
hankering to play some good ass games.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Wolfenstein like right now, like
Which one?
the New Order.
Okay.
Like it's still good as shit. Like it's still a good game. And plus like killing Nazis like feels good. Like let's be honest here, killing Nazis, shit dies really good in this game. And the fact they're Nazis, you don't have to feel bad for them because they're fucking Nazis. So
Yeah.
you don't have to feel bad. I love that. Um, and but what I did pick up, I picked up something new, even though I said I wasn't going to. I picked up a Hardcore Uprising. It was on sale
Yes.
on the Xbox store. Those of you who don't know, Hardcore Uprising is a Contra game. It's legit a Contra game. Like they don't call it Contra for whatever reason, but it is a Contra game. It's got the Contra music in it, and it's based on the Contra hardcore game that came on the Genesis forever ago, and it's made by Arc System Works. And it's fucking good. It's hard as shit. My God.
It's hard. It's hard starting out, but it does have like this progression system, I think.
Yeah, it's got like it's rising mode is what it's called. It's got this system where you could like level up your character, increase their stats, increase their abilities, and that gets you so far. But
I remember there was a ninja character.
Hard.
There's a character with a sword that's absolutely fucking
DLC.
broken.
Yeah, they're DLC. Literally everybody but the initial two characters, the guy and the girl, are like DLC.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a bummer because the DLC was not on sale. The game was on sale for like $5, and the DLC characters are usually like $2.50. There's 3 DLC characters, so if I bought all of them, I'd be paying more money for the DLC characters I did for the game. But I'm more than doubling the character roster, so maybe that's worth it. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of hard to justify, but maybe it's worth it.
It's a fucking good game. It's
better
if you have someone to play with.
Oh yeah, it's hard as shit. It is hard as shit, this game. But it's fun. It's really fun, and I'm glad I picked it up.
Yeah, I played through this
about an hour and a half last night. I was having a blast with it.
I played through this game probably twice entirely with my dude Aaron.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But that's how I figured out that progression system, or at least the ninja character, the character with the sword is fucked, dude, because I think you can just spam the sword attack and it like deflects bullets, and it's so good.
All the characters have like, you can unlock like these abilities. So there's an action button you could use that's like context sensitive. You can unlock these abilities with it. So like if you're sprinting, the game has a sprint button, which you don't want to use too often because you can just sprint yourself right into bullshit if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But the game has a sprint button, and you could use the context button to do all kinds of things like vault over like low objects to maintain your speed. If there's enemies running at you, you could mash the sprint button to like juke them, and if you fire after you do that, you'll do like a back shot and take them out when you run past them. It's pretty neat. Like it's really cool to do. I don't use it too often because it could like fuck you if you're not like if you're not being careful. It could fuck you. So I don't use it too often. But it is fun as hell to play with, and I'm still getting the hang of it. Like I've mentioned before that I'm like a score guy. Like I like getting high scores, and if I finish a level with a shitty score, I'll retry it. I didn't do that this game. It took me forever to beat the first level. By the time I finished, I scraped by with a D, and I was like, I'll let that slide. I cannot.
But that's the thing with these like types of games is it's those very old school types of games where you need to do the same levels over and over to just learn the patterns. Yeah. You just learn how everything works, and then you go through it again after your 100th time through. You're like, okay, now there's gonna be an enemy here. You got to jump here. We got to do this. Giant Bomb has a good series called This Is the Run, where I think it was like Dan Reichert going through. It was Dan Reichert and Vinny going through Contra Hardcore, and they call it "This is the Run" because every run is supposed to be like their first time doing it, even though they try to beat the game in one continue, basically. But they go through like hundreds of episodes because it's them just learning the game, getting a little further every time, and then starting a new run and going, okay, now we know what to do. And it's that kind of shit. Cool. It's like those like old school games. Just you have to just learn the fucking shit. So by the time you go through it 100 times, you've learned everything, so you can actually just do it in one continue. So that's what this game is, just learning the bullshit.
Straight up is that. And it's fun. It's a fun game. Like it's well built. The music's incredible. The animation's great. The game's really tight. Really tight. It's a good ass game, and I'm glad I picked it up. Like this is why backwards compatibility is so important, man, because I can't this game came out on PS3 and 360 back in the day. And right now, the only way to play this game is to dust off those old consoles or play it on an Xbox Series because it has backwards compatibility with those games.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy to me that like this is that backwards compatibility is like not a thing anymore. Or if it's not standard, I should say. So I'm glad I have my Xbox specifically for that. Like that's the main reason I wanted an Xbox is so I could like play these older games that you can't play anywhere else right now.
Yeah.
Like I have that Lost Odyssey. I can't play Lost Odyssey on literally anything else but an Xbox 360 or an Xbox Series systems.
A lot of people don't care, but I feel like if you were around for the 360 era and you've amassed a library for it, it's great that that library still exists on Xbox Series.
Yeah. And I'm in the opposite end of the spectrum. I have this library of like PS3 games and they're useless now. Like I can't do anything with them.
I've already replaced most of that stuff. I've already rebought the PC versions of the ones that exist. So
yeah, I bought the PC versions of the ones that I wanted, and I'm getting on Xbox what I can't get anywhere else. Like the games that literally never came out on PC, I'm trying to get on Xbox.
Yeah.
Just so I have them. And it's not every game though, and it's a huge bummer that like there's a lot of licensing issues that keep it from like really hitting its potential. Like one good example is Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2 specifically. When Dead Rising 2 was coming out, as a pre-order bonus, there was like a mini game called Dead Rising 2 Case Zero. That was like a prequel to Dead Rising 2. It was a standalone. It was like $5 at the time if you didn't want to pre-order the game, but it was like $5 if you didn't, and you can buy it. And the gimmick was that it was like a short. It wasn't like a slice of the main game. It was like a prequel to the game, and you can play through this like little campaign. Finishing it unlocks content in Dead Rising 2, and it lets you carry over your progress to Dead Rising 2 as well. So if you level up in the game, you can carry that over to Dead Rising 2. Now you can't just keep replaying it. The game has a level cap of like level 5, but it's cool that you could start off Dead Rising 2 with that progress in mind, along with like some combo cards that you found or some like buildable, the game lets you like make weapons, like combine weapons, like those combos you unlock, you can carry that over too. It lets you get one specific combo earlier in the game to start with. There's some cool stuff there. When the game got remastered on PS4 and Xbox One, they didn't have that Case Zero content anymore. You couldn't get that in that game. And Case Zero is available on the Microsoft Store, but there's no game to carry it over for because it's not compatible with the remaster of Dead Rising 2. So if you bought Case Zero, it would just be to play Case Zero. None of that shit carries over. Which is like kind of a bummer. Like that we're losing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here's this cool thing that like They should have included Case Zero in the Dead Rising collection, but they didn't do that because Capcom doesn't want to spend more money, I guess. And it's a huge bummer that that's something cool that we're losing. And it's not perfect, but it's better than what like Sony's doing. It's better than what Nintendo's doing. So
Yeah.
it's a huge bummer. It's something that like makes me sad that like video game preservation hasn't been taken seriously. Um, where was I going with this? But yeah, Hardcore Uprising's fun. Hardcore Uprising's a good game. You can only get it on if you want, unless you have original hardware, you can only get it on Xbox Series or Xbox One. And it's a good ass game. It's a good ass game that would have been lost to time if Microsoft didn't try to do some sort of backwards compatibility. And if you bought the game, let's say you bought this game like 10 plus years ago when it came out, and you still have that 360, you still have that Xbox Live account, you can just download it. You can still have it. It doesn't go away. So that's really cool to see Microsoft doing something like that. And there's a couple of board games on there that you can't get anywhere else. And that almost makes it worth it for me to have an Xbox. I'm not talking about Xbox though. Sony had a state of play.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it. I got some of the highlights, some of the cool stuff. Helldivers 2 looks really good. Confession time, I pre-ordered Helldivers 2.
I'm about to.
I did it already. I bought it. I put $20 down on my last paycheck, and I put $20 down on this paycheck, so I can kind of justify to myself, I'm not spending that much money. I put it over 2 paychecks. And I did that. I pre-ordered it. I have it. I'm gonna download it as soon as it comes out, and it's cross-platform, so you can play with like your friends on console. That's the only reason I got it, because my brothers are getting on PlayStation, so I wanted to play it with them.
Yeah.
So I got it, so we can all play together. So if you get it, like we should all like just get together and play because it looks good as fuck.
Yeah, you hear that, everyone? We're gonna have a Helldivers 2 party. So.
Well, hold on. When does it come out? Because I got work
Next week.
What time? What day next week though?
I don't know. Next
February 8th. What day is that? It's a Friday.
Thursday.
No, it's a Thursday. I'm off.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm off. We can jump into it right after the podcast.
Yeah.
Or we can have like a special podcast where we talk about podcast shit. We play Helldivers too. I don't know.
Ruben says in the chat, if you go to gameverse.com/Twitch, Ruben says, I thought Helldivers 2 looks like Earth Defense Force. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. I never heard anyone say that, but I agree with you.
Well,
That's the
I
first
think
time
it's
I've heard
like
that sentence, and I agree with you.
it's the presentation of it, I think, is more because it is a little, I don't say it's like silly, but it is like you're part of a squad that's meant to go in there and exterminate an alien race. So using any means necessary.
Yeah, the game's super tongue-in-cheek, though. It reminds me of, like, Starship Troopers.
Yeah. That's more close.
Like, yeah, where it's really funny how tongue-in-cheek the game is, because, like, they argue about, like... what was the tagline in the first game? It was like spreading democracy by any means necessary.
Yeah,
like that. Which is, like, super, like, funny that they're, like... You're this, like, fascist... military dictatorship imposing your will on other planets, and it plays it off like it's like you're the good guys. It's kind of questionable.
And it's crazy because the first game, I feel like the first game just kind of missed its opportunity or a window, or I'm not even sure, because the first game was on PS3 and it was only PS3. So by the time it hit
into PS4 and PC, but yeah,
it transitioned into like way later. But I think by the time it had spread itself too thin, like it like trickled out those releases after it had already been out for a while.
Yeah.
So I feel like this one hitting PC, PS5, everyone can play.
Yeah,
and throwing up this excitement.
Xbox, I think.
Yeah, it's not on Xbox, but it doesn't That's the only. If they do that, it would be great. But I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
do that. But I think all they need is PC. Really, like that's where the audience is gonna be for real, for real. And then have that crossplay. It's perfect. This is perfect. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like this
perfect.
game is gonna hit with people, man. I feel like it's gonna hit with people.
Yeah, and the fact that the game's like using like an over the shoulder, like 3D, like a more traditional, like third person shooter perspective
Yeah,
is like really
yeah,
cool. Because part of the fun of Helldivers was like the insanity, you know, and
yeah.
like having to coordinate on the fly with your team and your friends. You can play the game solo, but it's so much more fun with friends. Like because
It's
friendly fire's on by default. Some equipment works better if you have a buddy with you. Like
you have to like
there's like
carry things,
like there was like
and
a rocket launcher that you could like fire and then load yourself. But you have a buddy to load it for you. You can fire like twice as fast. And
yeah,
and it's got friendly fire, so you got to be careful to blow your buddies up. It's super cool. You can put down like a chain gun like turret, but it can kill your friends. So you got to like let your buddies know like, hey, I'm dropping down this turret. Everybody get down. It's
yeah.
so much fun. It's so cool, dude. Just the coordination that the game requires of you is so much fun. God damn it! I want to replay Helldivers, but Helldivers 2 is coming out like in a week. So
Ruben says we power worlding. We just talked about Power World for like an hour.
yeah,
You missed it. Rewind it, and you can rewind in YouTube. If you go to
yeah,
YouTube, Gameverse.com.
we talked
That's
about
YouTube.
Palworld and AI and
Yeah.
the dumbass takes of Palworld being like this like illegal game when it's obviously not. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'll probably get back into Palworld when they start updating more of it because I'm already like I kind of burned myself out of it. And again, it's a me thing. I have a problem with these types of games. I hyper fixate on like one part of it and I burn
Well,
myself out of
it's the
it.
problem with releasing in early access is that people are going to play the game before it's done. So, and then they're going to burn themselves out before it's done. And then, you put in 300 hours in early access and then they put out like a significant update that is like, okay, you're going to lose your save when you update to version 0.7. So make a like your save is not gonna be compatible with this update, so you're gonna lose all your data. It's like, well, fuck, I put in all that time, and then you're just not gonna want to play.
It
So
happened to me with RoboQuest, dude. I spent all this time like investing into like skills and abilities and builds that are not viable anymore with their newest updates. And when the game finally released, like it saved my progress, but the game was like, hey, you could like drop your skill points and stuff right now, but we recommend you not do that. Just play the game from the beginning again because you have no idea like what's good, what's bad, what's viable, what's not viable, what to put your points into.
yeah.
So I recommend you starting it over, and that's what I ended up doing.
Stellar Blade. We don't have to talk about everything that they showed here,
We don't.
but Stellar Blade was one of the ones that they were focusing on.
That game wants to be Nier Automata so fucking bad. Like,
Yeah, but the thing about Nier is that it had this underlying context
self
of just
awareness. Yeah.
yeah, to where this is just it's just like that without all the crazy shit that Nier had, and I don't know if that's as compelling to me. Like this is significantly more straightforward.
Yeah, if you wanted Nier without like the philosophical stuff, just pretty girls like fighting robots, then this is it.
Not even the philosophical shit. It just Nier was just fucking weird, It was just fucking weird, and it never even draws attention to the weird shit. It would just be like
It can. It does sometimes.
it
Like
does sometimes, but it would just do shit, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And it would just never explain itself. But that's part of the shit that I like about it because it was just, it just was, and that's what made it awesome. It's like like there was no like map, or there would be no mini map, and you talk to a character, and he's like, "Hey, why is there no mini map?" And he's like, "Yeah, we didn't want to make a mini map, so there's no mini map. Fuck you." I was like, okay.
One of my
uh,
favorites was like there's a side quest where you can get like tickets to like a show, and it's like it's robots performing what they call the Romeos and Juliets.
yeah,
And when you finally watch the show, it's just unhinged, just two different groups of aliens. They call themselves the Romeos and the Juliets, just beating the fuck out of each other.
yeah,
And it's not like a pre-rendered cutscene. It's like it looks like they just like dumped them into the game and just turned the AI scripting to just attack each other. And you just sit there and you watch that for a couple minutes. They're talking shit to each other, like "fuck you," like "oh fuck you," like "you piece of shit Romeo," "fuck you Juliet." Like, and it's so weird, and there's like no explanation. They just fuck each other up, and they all kill each other. It's like that's the show, everybody. Like, I'm like, what the
yeah.
fuck just happened?
Like it is kind of explained in the like they're just like imitating humans, but
Spoilers. I didn't finish the game.
is that spoiler? It's not a spoiler. It's like part of the.
I
It's like,
never got to like the big reveal stuff, like what's going on with them. Like,
oh,
I
that's
never. So
not.
like, I got to the 9S. Is that her name? The other playable character, the last one.
Yeah.
But I never finished her like campaign because the game like glitched out on me and I couldn't continue.
Oh,
And
no, it's not a big
so
reveal. It's part of the. They straight. It's like the beginning of the game where they're like, uh, what's his name? Two B. No, the other guy. No, 9S is the guy. Yeah, yeah. It's like the beginning of the
yeah,
game where it's like 9S is like he hates the fucking robots. He's like, these robots are weird. Why are they fucking acting like humans? They're dumb. Uh that's like the beginning of the game. But yeah, they just act like humans, but they don't really
the
know
context.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting. I'll have to check out. I want to get back into it, but I'm gonna. Here's my problem, man. I dumped a lot of fucking time into that game. I did all the side quests, leveled up all the weapons as I played through it, and then I hit this like game-breaking bug where something wasn't scripting correctly, and I just couldn't continue the game. And I've checked it out. I would every year or so I would check it out to see if it's like been fixed, and it hasn't. So I'm just my only option is
shit.
restart the game. Yeah, my only option is restart the game. But if I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be on like because I played it on PS4, so I'm gonna restart. It's gonna be on like PC or like Series X. You know, I'll get like a performance boost or something out of it. You know.
Yeah. It's better on PC. It was on Game Pass for a while. I don't know if it still
Yeah,
is, but
it's not.
uh,
It's funny because like it's better on PC. The Microsoft version, not the Steam version.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I hear the Steam version is like garbage, but the Microsoft version is supposed to be incredible.
Yeah.
Um, that's gonna be the one I get. Is it still? Is it on sale? Because like there's like a bunch of sales going on right now. Let me see.
It's gotta be.
I hope so. Because last time I checked it, it was like the Game of the Year edition. I think is what it was called. But it was
Yeah.
still like fucking
I mean,
$60.
there's fixes out for it anyway. So even if it is on Steam, there's
Yeah, but there's a bunch of content and stuff for the Microsoft version. It's not the Steam version. So
I don't know about that.
yeah, like it's the Game of the Year edition, like the complete edition.
Was it like a fucking Halo skin? Can you play as Master Chief?
No, it's got all the DLC included with it.
Yeah, that's on Steam too.
Yeah, but you gotta buy them separately. It's not they don't have like a Game of the
They
Year
do.
edition.
I thought they
At
did.
least if they did, I didn't see it. It's been a while since I checked it out though, so someone might wanna we need like a third person to like fact check me on stuff because I just say shit based totally on memory. So hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Oh, Become as Gods edition is what it's called on
Oh,
Microsoft, and yeah, it's still $40. Damn it!
yeah. Well,
Did it ever come out physically? Can I just like go into like a store and buy like a used copy of it?
it's on Switch.
Fuck that! Get the fuck out of here with that! Don't even suggest that. I want a better experience than what's on PS4, not a worse one. Get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah. I don't know. That game's incredible. It was my game of the year.
It is. It is.
Can't believe you
Near
didn't get.
Replicant is like $15 at GameStop right now.
that's not as good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still okay, but it's only people only care about it now because of the context they have with Nier Automata. Um,
Oh, it's still $40. Are you serious? Even a physical like copy is still like 40. Oh, it's only digital? Really?
it's
That's
worth it.
weird.
It's worth it.
It is, but I already paid like $20 for the PS4 version. So that's why if I'm gonna buy it, it's gotta be at least like I think 30 is the highest the most I'll pay. And even then it's like it's a dice roll on the day of the week. Like it goes on sale for $30 whether I'll pick it up or not. um I want to get back into it though. I did like it and I want to finish it. But if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be like on PC or on Xbox. Um is the game cross progress? Like if I bought it on Xbox, will it let me play it on PC? Probably not. Microsoft hasn't done that in forever.
Yeah.
Remember when Microsoft said like all their first party games are gonna be cross-buy? So if you bought it on PC digital, you can play it on your Xbox, and like that lasted like a year.
No, I think they still are.
Really? Because like,
Yeah. Because I know Forza still is, I think. Or I don't know.
I
Definitely
don't
the
know.
first party games. It'd be nice if like every game was like if you
Yeah,
bought it uh at all, digitally at least, it would just be
yeah,
like, okay, you just have you're entitled to also the PC version and
yeah.
Xbox versions, and
Hold up, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
that would really get me to buy a fucking, well, not buy an Xbox, but that would really get me to root for Xbox. If I was
Yeah,
just
I know.
if I just got all my entitlements for every platform, I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, fuck you. um,
I gotta pee.
yeah,
I'll
we
be
should
back.
be
2 seconds.
okay. We're supposed to be talking about this state of play. And there's not much. There's just not much to talk about. A lot of third party stuff that they announced. Sonic Shadow Generations, which is like a Sonic Generations remaster, I guess. And they're adding Shadow the Hedgehog to it. Zenless Zone Zero, which I really want to play because it reminds me of Phantasy Star Online, even though I don't think that's at all what that game is like. Foamstars they showed off, which I'm curious to see how that does when it launches. PS4 and PS5 only. So it's launching. It'll be free in the in February's PlayStation Plus offerings. So I'm sure that'll help it out. David Diver is coming to PS5. I wasn't really into that game. V Rising coming to PS5, which is like Valheim if it was also a Diablo, I guess. Which sounds like my cup of tea. I don't know why I haven't checked that out yet, but I think I should. Then they showed off Silent Hill: The Short Message, which is available now on PS5. This
I'm back.
reminds me of, this is like they're ripping off PT, but it's actually Silent Hill this time.
Oh yeah. I the Silent Hill short message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even played it yet, but from what I've seen, they're trying to like recapture like what PT was.
Which is crazy because
Yeah,
they literally have Kojima in this presentation as well. So I'm like, you motherfuckers brought out Kojima and Konami like ripping off his
the
shit
same
in the same
presentation.
show.
Yeah, yeah, kind of tasteless, or not
Yeah,
tasteless, tone deaf.
yeah.
But
But
it's whatever. Like I don't think Kojima cares anymore. Like he's doing bigger, better things now.
yeah, for real. But I would check this out if it was on PC. I don't think it is though. I think it's PS5 only.
Yeah,
So
at least
with
for now. Like
a lot of this stuff, I'll give them credit, is PS5 only. So I'll give them credit at least for showing stuff that I'm kind of excited for in terms
Yeah.
of I would consider a PS5 for a lot of this stuff. Um, Silent Hill 2 looks okay. I'm not really a Silent Hill guy. Judas, which is literally from the BioShock guys, looks very much like a BioShock. I guess I didn't realize that they were going to literally make a BioShock, but that is exactly what this is.
I didn't see the presentation. Does it legit just look like Bioshock?
It's from the guys that made BioShock, so I guess
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if
Hold
that's
up.
Ken Levine. I guess maybe they started a new studio called Ghost Story Games. I think this is their first game.
The robots
Uh,
and stuff reminds me of Atomic Hearts, but Atomic Hearts like ripped off Bioshock a lot too. So
yeah, I guess Atomic Heart would be like the closest BioShock is,
yeah,
or but yeah,
I still
it's
gotta play
literally
that. Like I still haven't played it yet. I really should.
it's okay. It does.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like melee focus that I'm not into in terms of like it does like dodging and countering and shit like that. The melee combat is I'm not into.
Yeah, I don't
There's
mind it.
what else? They show some VR stuff. Metro Awakening VR, um, which looks okay. Legendary Tales VR, which looked pretty cool. It looked like you had a lot of control over the invite, like you could grab stuff and parry stuff. It almost looked like, remember that iPhone first person game where you were like parrying and shit?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
this reminds me of that almost, where it's like a fireball is incoming and you can like parry it and like reflect it back. Or some of the stuff they were doing with the Wii, like you see a vertical attack coming, so you like block it vertically or you block it horizontally. It's kind of doing a lot of that. Looks pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
remember that. Yeah, it does look cool.
They showed off a little Dragon's
Honestly,
Dogma.
honestly, I just want Arcane to make a new game. Honestly, I'm kind of done with Bioshock. I just want Arcane to make Prey 2 or something.
No, dude, they're giving us Blade. That's what you want.
Nah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Blade ends up being, but we'll see. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 looks really good. That's like, oh, I need that fucking game, dude. I need that fucking game in my life. It looks
Yeah.
so good. It just looks like Dragon's Dogma, but like better, which like I'm okay with.
Capcom's been fucking up lately. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah.
heard about this, but on Steam, they've been patching in their own DRM, like going back into like their old games, even like Resident Evil 4 and shit, 5 and shit, and patching in DRM, but not just any
Oh,
like DRM, like their own third party DRM.
their own
Uh,
third party DRM. What does that mean? Like
they've
their
been
own third party DRM.
their own. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, it's like their own. I guess it would be first party DRM.
Okay. Okay.
Their in-house DRM. They've been patching it into their games like
Okay,
retroactively.
that's annoying. And you're talking like this is going to like older games like Resident Evil 4 and 5 and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's annoying. I don't like that.
So people who have been using like mods, they've been like modding their games to add in, to replace like Nemesis with the like duck from Untitled Goose Game. Like their mods aren't working anymore. They've been like fucking their games up by like patching this shit in.
That bums
Uh,
me out because I got Resident Evil 4, the original, and I downloaded that like graphical mod that those dudes were working on.
oh
Remember
yeah,
that? Like that was like this like
yeah,
5-year project. Oh god, is that gonna get fucked now too? I haven't opened it up since like for a while.
yeah. But the people are
Oh,
thinking that they're gonna fuck up Dragon's Dogma with this shitty DRM because it's been fucking their games up. So yeah,
I'll wait on it then.
you can go onto like they're like the Steam forums. They're like I think they're review bombing all of their games, like all the Capcom games are like getting review bombed now because they're adding this
Oh, I
bullshit to
gotta see
them.
this now.
So I would hold off if you're thinking of buying that game on Steam. I would hold off and
For
just
sure.
and just see how that turns out. Um, Rise of the Ronin looks dope. It looks like the stuff they've been
looks
doing
good.
with the Neo games, but they're doing it
Yeah.
like they're mixing in a little Ghost of Tsushima in there. So, or like a little Assassin's Creed. It's like Assassin's Creed mixed with Neo. So, looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I'm looking at the reviews for I'm looking up reviews for like Resident Evil 4, like the original Resident Evil 4
Yeah.
in 2005, and people are like, yeah, the DRM like fucked the game up. I'm like, ah. For years, I would say the Steam version of Resident Evil 4 was like the best version. And now I can't say that anymore because the DRM. That's so shitty.
Yeah,
That's really shitty.
And it's like, why are they even doing this to begin
Why
with?
even bother? The game's so goddamn old, and like, that bums me out. Especially since that like that mod, you know, that graphical mod that like completely overhauled everything. Like, it's gonna be fucking useless now. That's so shitty.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really shitty. That bums me out so bad.
so yeah, we'll see what happens with Dragon's Dogma. But yeah, that's what got me. I'm like, oof, you guys are like, for every good thing Capcom does, they have to like fuck it up at some point.
Yeah, they've spent
It's
the
like-
last like what 5-6 years building up a bunch of goodwill again, and now it's like all fucked.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully they come to their senses, but I don't think they will. But they're probably doing this to like they're probably doing this to test the thing so that when Dragon's Dogma comes out, they can put it into that without fucking it up too badly. But we'll find out. I don't know why bother with the old shit. Like, you know, that old ass fucking Resident Evil 4. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know. Especially since the Resident Evil 4 has had a ton of like support too. Again, that huge like mod that these guys spent like half a decade just building. You know, they went to Spain and got like source images to like upscale a lot of the textures and models in this game. It's just all for nothing now because Capcom like fucked their game up.
Yeah.
Oh, that bums me out. That bums me out really bad. It's so shitty. Well, I mean, part of me wants to hope they'll come to their senses and get rid of it, but that's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like really bummed out now. Damn it.
That's how exciting the state of play is, man. We're talking about everything except the fucking actual
State of play
contents
stuff,
of this thing. The remastering Until Dawn. Okay.
Yeah, who cares? Who asked for that? Like, really, who asked for that?
Okay, here's the stuff that I actually care about.
Okay.
Death Stranding 2, the next Strand-like game in the Strand-like game genre. Death Stranding 2. I might have to buy a PS5 for this. If there is not a Steam page up for this by 2025, I'm buying a fucking...
it'll come to PC eventually, right? Like, it's not just gonna...
Eventually is not good enough for me. With this game, with Kojima, eventually is not good enough.
Okay.
I need to play this as soon as it drops. This trailer is fucking batshit insane. It's exactly what you expect from Kojima. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Even having played... Now, I never finished Death Stranding. It's like the first Kojima game that I had not finished.
Yeah.
And then seeing this trailer, I'm like, I'm going. I reinstalled Death Stranding on PC, and just so I can finish it, because this is just fucking insane, dude. I need to play this the day it comes out.
It's on Epic, and I have it, and they released it for free forever ago, but I just never played it.
It's an experience, man. That's the thing about Death Stranding is, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's like the greatest game ever made, but
yeah, like objectively, I hear it's not a good game, but interesting experience, is what
It's
everyone's telling me.
it's just a memorable experience, man. The experience, I would not trade that experience for anything. It's just something you have to just you have to see for yourself, and because there's just nothing like it, and that's the thing. That's what I love about Kojima, man. It's just there's just nothing like he doesn't he's not comparable with anything. So when I see this trailer, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But
Yeah,
also, this is fucking awesome. Like at the same time, like I just have to experience this. I don't want to see anything now. Having fucking seen this trailer, I wish I'd never seen it. And I'm not gonna watch anything else that comes out of this game because
like
it's
it's kind of
ruined me.
ruined for you now.
Yeah, it kind of ruined some of the experience.
That's a bummer.
So yeah, they gave a year 2025 that this is coming out. I swear to fucking god, this has to come to PC day and date that hits PS5, or I'm buying a PS5. It's like straight up. Like
Okay.
that's always what determines my buying of a console is, well, I got it. This is my Kojima console now. Like that's why I bought a PS4 or a PS3. It was like for Metal Gear Solid 4. My PS4 I bought on day one, but I was in a position where I could just buy everything the day it came out.
Yeah.
But this, yeah, it's gonna be my Kojima console. So, yeah.
And
it's
not just that, but Kojima's
incredible.
got like a new like tactical espionage stealth game coming out too, or in production at least.
With some sort of film tie-in. So we have like no idea what he's working on 3 games simultaneously right now, or at least I guess he hasn't started working on that one. But Overdose is
Oh
coming
yeah.
on Xbox. No idea what the fuck that's gonna be. So I would assume it's gonna be Death Stranding first, then OD, then whatever the fuck this is gonna be, if he's even still alive to make any of this shit, because he's getting up there, man. Like, I mean, I would hate for anything to happen to him, but he's getting up there. I mean, he looks pretty fucking healthy. I will say that.
Yeah, like he's got some good shit going. He's finally able to make shit without people like telling him no. So
yeah,
I want to see like if Death Stranding is an example of like Kojima's like mind unfiltered, like fucking bring it on, dude. Let's see what else he's got cooking.
yeah, to the point where you could just invent a new genre.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Um, yeah. I need to fucking play this game, dude. I've
yeah,
no.
same. I need to see what else he's got working on. I want to play. I'm excited for his new tactical espionage game. Like anything like relatively Metal Gear Solid, I'm into. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got working with that, man. But let the man cook. Just let him cook. And we also got an announcement: State of Play will return February 6th for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, whatever.
That's another game where I'm like, I need to buy a PS5 for this.
Yeah, that's not coming to PC yet, right? That hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah. If you've not
Yeah,
played
PC.
Final Fantasy VII Remake yet, you were fucking up.
I
Because
know.
it is so fucking good. It is so good.
I played the demo, and I
Yeah.
played the game was on PlayStation Plus about a year or two back. But one, it was on PS4, which like even then didn't have the best performance for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Which I got spoiled with PC. Do anything like less than 60 FPS if it's like a heavy action game, I'm like I can't.
Yeah. It's almost
And
like fatiguing to play now for me at
yeah,
this point. Like I tried to play God of War Ragnarok on PS4 and I was just not. Well, first of all, it's a pretty boring game. I'm not gonna lie. But I would enjoy it significantly more on PC, I think, where I can just have the full glory of it.
exactly. And also the fact that like Final Fantasy VII Remake does this like middle of the road, like doesn't want to dedicate completely to an action game, but also doesn't want to dedicate completely to like an RPG. And it does this
Yeah,
like the thing I think doesn't do either side
it
justice, at
it
least in my
does it
opinion.
better. It does it better than Final Fantasy 15 did.
It did, but it doesn't do it better than Kingdom Hearts did, which is like
Yeah,
weird. Um, it's I don't
yeah.
know. I
I
don't think
think
I'm ever gonna be happy, honestly.
I think in
I don't
the
think I'm
I
just
think
ever
in
gonna
the
be happy.
context of Final Fantasy 7, I think it works in the context of Final Fantasy 7. I would probably prefer it if they did went full action with it, but
Me
there
too.
are like they
Like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, that looks incredible. And I'm
yeah,
like sad that's not on Xbox or PC because that looks really cool. Like I would
it's
love
on
something like
PC.
that. It's on PC?
Yeah,
Is it? I didn't. I thought it was just a PlayStation thing.
no, it's on PC.
Is it really? That's awesome. Okay, let me see.
Yeah,
There's a demo for it, right? Oh, it is on PC. Here it is on Steam. It's got a Steam page.
yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
the demo that was on PlayStation
Oh,
because there's like a demo for it that apparently like people were like super into.
it's mixed on Steam right now. What did they fuck up this time? Oh, apparently it just crashes in chapter 3 and everyone's experiencing it. Or chapter 1
I wonder how many of
crashes.
these are like Steam Deck related.
Well, we'll look at that.
Yeah, look at that later. It looks like it's just a
Yeah.
bunch of like hot fixes that it needs. Which like, are we surprised a Japanese dev like neglected a PC version of a game? Like, are we surprised at that?
Well, it's not their first release. That's the thing. They've made PC games before. I mean, a few of them.
Yeah, but
So you
like,
would
it's
hope that
not
they've
like a
learned.
priority. If it's a Japanese developer, I'm like, okay, there's a 50-50 chance that the PC version is going to be dog shit or at least inferior to the console version.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was something I
It's not
noticed
to
when I
say
played
that
the
yeah, not to say
Versus.
Japanese. Oh yeah, dude. Not to say that Japanese devs like don't know how to game on PC, but it's not the priority. It's the console that takes priority, especially still in Japan.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I don't know. So we'll wait. Maybe there's gonna be a hot fix to this that'll like make it better, but we'll see. Um, there's also yeah, but that looks cool. I would have loved a Final Fantasy 7 or something like that. Why is it that like these like smaller, not smaller, but these less well-known games are doing the action RPG thing way better? Like, Tales of is supposed to be the standard for like action RPG games, and that's like boring as fuck.
Yeah.
But then you
Yeah.
have games like East coming out that are just way more fun to play. You have this Granblue Fantasy that's like looks way more fun to play. So I don't know. It's a bummer. I think I'm not just not an easy person to please when it comes to action games. Like I know what I like in action games. If a game doesn't do that, it like loses points for me, which isn't fair. Like I should
Yeah.
like
Because I
designate its
think
own
the thing
merits.
is in the context of Final Fantasy 7, there is this tactical thing that they're doing with it as well, to where it's almost like if you remember Dragon Age Origins
Yeah,
has, or even like Baldur's Gate 3 has like two modes. It has a mode where it's like real time and you can kind of just do your shit, but then you can pop out into like a tactical mode where you can like oversee the whole map and kind of like plan things out a little more. And that's
yeah,
what
but
Final
with
Fantasy 7 is doing, because Final Fantasy 7 has a lot of moments where you do need to exploit the you kind of have to
the
exploit
tactical
the
system,
enemy's
yeah.
weakness. Yeah, there's a lot of tactical elements to it, to where if you were just doing it in action, you wouldn't really
Yeah,
be able to expose that stuff. You would
yeah, but
see
when
what
the
I
game,
mean, like later in the, if you play the demo, you wouldn't really see that stuff. But
yeah, because of the demo, all I got was like here's a game, an action game that doesn't have dodge canceling for some fucking reason. So like I'm locked to
Yeah.
every
So
animation.
that's the thing. Some
And
characters are more like if you play Tifa, Tifa's dodge is fucking crazy. Like if
yeah.
you're dodging, you switch to Tifa because her dodge is like she can like slide and she can like slide and then dodge and shit, and her shit's just way she's just way more mobile. Whereas if you were playing like Barrett, his dodge is like bullshit. So there is like a tactical element there. Like if you're like trying to exploit like a dodge mechanic and slide
Okay.
around someone, you would switch to Tifa and then like slide around with her.
I'll
It's
give it another try then. If the game's like, you said the whole like integrate collection is like $20. That
on
might be worth
Humble
checking.
it's like 30.
Okay, I might work. Well, I just bought Helldivers. So I can't do that shit now, but yeah, but I'll look into it for sure because I want to get into it, but it might be in my best interest to wait until like because I'm sure like is this gonna be the last one in the remake like series or is there like another game planned after this
No,
one?
there's one more.
That's what
There's
I
one
mean,
more.
dude. Like I gotta wait three development cycles for like to finish the story for one game. And what I've been told, like this game does like change a lot from like the main story that like
It
keep you on your
actually
toes.
it would be a spoiler to say, but this game is just it's very fucking interesting what they're doing with this. It is not it would be a spoiler to say anything more, but it's
Oh yeah,
I'm actually fucking impressed by the level of thought that they put into this, is what I'll say. But it's more than it's more than a remake, because yeah, it's more
yeah.
than a remake.
I'll have to look into it then. I wanna play it, but I don't want to like wait like three development cycles to like get this. But I mean, the way they've been talking, it's like, excuse me. The way they've been talking, it's like that's like not the case, right? Because the first one took so long to make because they're still putting together the engine, and they
Yeah,
put out the second one a little bit faster. So maybe it's like I'm
yeah.
not gonna wait that long, but I don't know.
And like it seemed like they didn't know exactly what kind of story they wanted to tell, but after having like played the first one, I'm like, oh, they know what the fuck they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So I'm
Yeah,
excited. That's why I'm so excited for this next one, because I'm like, I have to know where they go with this, because they're not. It's like it's different. That's the thing. It's different than the original, and I'm like, holy shit! They know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
I'll have to check it out then. I'll definitely pick it up like eventually. Like maybe it'll come to Epic or something for free. Like I wanna play it, but it's just I'm playing so many games right now. It's hard to justify. But I'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
Um, Resident Evil Gold Edition got announced today, so that's like Resident Evil 4 Gold Edition. So it's just Resident Evil 4 all the DLC. So Resident Evil 4 is good as fuck. Like, have you played it yet? You played Resident Evil 4 yet? The new one, the remake?
Not yet, but I
It's
might
incredible. It's incredible, dude.
if this has everything included, then I'll probably just get
Yeah,
this.
dude, it's good. It's really good. As a huge fan of the original, this does that game justice. Like, it's really, really fucking good. It's worth picking up. Absolutely. Um, what else? What's it for the quickies? We got a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 gameplay deep dive, which like upset a lot of people because it's like not. Let me back up. A bunch of people wanted like the first game, like an RPG ass RPG, and it's not that. It's a lot more action focused, and the characters like voiced and already has like a how can I word it?
Like a
Like
backstory or
a
whatever.
backstory, existence in the world, kind of like V from Cyberpunk.
Uh,
And a lot of people were upset about that, but I'm also like, I'm cool with it, man, because like Cyberpunk was fucking incredible, and it is something similar. So while I'm not gonna bitch about this game doing that, if Cyberpunk did it, they did it well. But a lot of people are not happy with it. But from what I saw in the gameplay here, it looks cool. It reminds me of like Dishonored, which I fucking liked. So I don't see what the problem is. I don't know. I never played the original, so maybe that's it. I'm coming at this as like looking as like a totally new game, and it looks good as shit. Like, what do you think though? Did you watch this yet, or give any like?
I haven't watched this. I haven't been following the development of this either, so I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be. And I don't even know much about the original, so I don't even know what it was. So, but I know people are excited for it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of want to play the original just so I have, like, it just seems like one of those classic games that you're supposed to have played if you consider yourself a real gamer. But I just never got around to it. I might
Yeah.
even own it on Steam. I don't even know. But
Yeah. I haven't played the original. I've heard good things about it, except for the fact the game's like obviously unfinished and like needs like mods to like really get the experience out.
oh
But
really?
yeah, the game's like super unfinished, and apparently like, the ending is like very rushed. And a lot of people complain that's the biggest part of it. The game takes a huge dump in the third act because it's like it's not a finished game. Like they had to rush it out, and it's apparently like super obvious at the end of the game. Um, I mean, the sequel looks cool. I'll check it out for sure. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it's gonna be this like incredible thing, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, they're ruining the spirit of the original game because I don't fucking know anything about the original game.
This does look a lot like a thief, or Dishonored or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely unfinished, or just one animation for
Yeah,
for feeding or whatever, a takedown. Yeah, it looks cool. Is there a date
yeah.
on this? Or are they
I
oh
think it's supposed to be coming out
fall?
this year. Yeah, there we go, fall 2024. So check that out if you're into it. Like, I think it looks cool. In game releases, we got Granblue Fantasy Relink coming out today, apparently.
Yeah.
You can pick that up on PC, PS4, and PS5. February 2nd, we got Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash coming out on everything. What game is this? Is this like an arena fighter?
Take a guess.
Bandai Namco anime game? It's an arena fighter. I'm pulling
um,
it up right now. Yep, that's
I
exactly what it is.
I think this is the
Oh, wait,
first.
actually, they're fighting like goobers. It's like a Devil May Cry? Oh,
It
no, it's
says
an
it's
arena
a
fighter.
3D platformer in the tags here.
Action 3D fighter anime 3D platformer.
Going to.
So it looks like it's a it's like an anime fighter,
It's like a Power Stone.
an arena fighter, yeah. And it looks like there's like a story mode here, so you're actually like fighting goobers and stuff, not just like other big bad villains.
I think this is the first Jujutsu Kaisen game
I think so
that
too.
we're getting, at least in the States here.
How is Jujutsu Kaisen? Like I
It's
saw the
good.
first episode. I thought it was like all right, but I never
It's a
finished it.
slow start, but
Yeah.
it gets there. I mean, it's shonen anime, so it's all all the main character is this fucking super powerful being that doesn't quite understand the limits of his power yet, and takes
Honestly,
everyone
like
else's power for granted. So he gets sunned a lot by all the much stronger people, and then does some training, and it's like, holy shit, his power level is 1 million X now, type shit. Um, Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because like I went into this expecting one thing, and it took a while. I never finished it, but I saw Chainsaw Man a little bit later, and that like ticked the boxes I thought Jujutsu Kaisen was gonna tick for me. In the sense of like this dark, like kind of violent, like shonen series. Like Chainsaw Man ticked a lot of that stuff for me that I thought Jujutsu Kaisen was gonna do for me. Granted, I never finished it. I only watched the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. I never got back into it. Whereas I finished the entire first season of Chainsaw Man.
I haven't seen
But
Chainsaw Man yet,
it's
but
good.
Jujutsu
It's so
Kaisen is
good.
like traditional shonen. It's like, the main character realizes his friends are really the strongest power that you could really have.
Oh yeah,
Type
Chainsaw Man doesn't
shit.
do any of that.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man.
Power of friendship is the ultimate power level.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man managed to like skirt a lot of those like tropes. It still got anime tropes, but it kind of like makes fun of them a little bit. I don't want to spoil it, but it's good as fuck, dude. Go watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not
I
a
just watched
huge anime fan,
dude,
but I
have you
love
seen
Chainsaw
this
Man.
is not anime, but have you seen Swarm?
Swarm. What is that?
It's a new Donald Glover joint.
No, I didn't know Donald Glover had a new thing. What is it?
It's a
Like
new
a movie?
thing. No, it's a show. It's a series on I think it's on
Ooh.
Amazon.
Oh, what?
And it's only like 6 episodes or some shit. And the last episode is just like a bonus like what if episode. But apparently it's based on a true story, a real event. And
Ooh, I didn't know this was a thing, dude. I want to check this out now.
it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Especially because they changed the names almost, but it does a thing where it's like any likenesses to actual people is completely intentional because it's based on like a
So
true story. Yeah.
I'm reading the description here, and it's like the series tells the story of Dre, a young woman who's obsessed with a pop star, whose fan base is known as a swarm. Is this like Beyonce and the Hive? Like,
Yep. You
is
got
that what
it.
it is?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so
Oh,
fucking good, dude. It's so
that's
good.
cool. Oh my god, dude! Anything Donald Glover puts out, dude, I'm like into it. Have you seen Atlanta?
Um, I've seen I've seen the first like season or two.
Dude,
Yeah, I
Atlanta
haven't.
is so fucking good.
Yeah, I
And
need to get back to it.
the second season, you said you watched the second season?
I don't think so. I think it was just the first one I saw.
The first episode of the second season with that kid and like oh no, hold on. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
hold up. I think I'm thinking of something else with
Oh.
I think that's season 3. Hold on.
Yeah, but after watching Swarm, I was like, I gotta go back to Atlanta. I gotta I gotta finish all this shit because
Okay, yeah. So Atlanta season 3, episode 1. It's a standalone story that has nothing to do with the rest of the show. It is so fucking good, dude. Like if Donald Glover wanted to get into like horror, like this is the episode you gotta watch to like see it. Like you kind of already see some of the other episodes, like the really creepy episodes he puts out. But this one specifically is like season 3, episode 1, 3 slaps. It's a standalone thing that doesn't connect to like the main show until like the very end. Watch that. That's your homework tonight. Watch that episode. It is fucking next level. It's like Get Out levels of like,
yeah. So that's Swarm
like
in its entirety.
yeah, it's
Like
good.
yeah. So I'm gonna go back to Atlanta now after
Do it.
because
Do it. Like season 3 caught me off guard because that's the first episode of the 3rd season, and to watch that, not expecting it, I was like, this is fucking incredible. It's like a really good standalone. Like, if you liked Get Out and the way how it was like horror with like social commentary, this episode 3 slaps does that a lot. It has a lot to say about like inner city like black culture, the relationship with police, and like the white savior complex that a lot of people have. It's so fucking good. I don't want to spoil it, but it's fucking incredible, dude. It takes you to places I was not expecting it to take me to, and it still fucking made me laugh the whole fucking time through. As much as it made me like uncomfortable and like a little nervous, it also like fucking cracked me the fuck up the whole time too. It is, god damn it, just watch it. Just please. If you watch it today, I will stop everything I'm doing to talk to you about it. I need someone to talk to you about this episode because no one else, I don't know anyone else is watching this fucking show, dude.
That's great. And yeah, that's the thing. Like Swarm, so Swarm is like that, but fucking like 5 or 6 episodes of it. And then, but no one's fucking talking about it. I'm like, how is no one talking about this shit?
I'll watch it after this show. Like I have like a free hour after we're done here. I got a free hour to do whatever I want. I gotta pick up help my dad with something. So I'll watch it right after this. I'm looking for something new to watch, and like Swarm sounds like right up my alley. I never even heard of this. How did this come out? And like I never heard about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I never heard of it until I don't know what the fuck. I think I was on Reddit. I made the mistake of going on Reddit, but this time it wasn't a mistake because someone was talking about, I think like someone released a music video, and then in the comments people were like, yeah, you know, that new Donald Glover joint Swarm is fucking crazy. And then the comments were like, yeah, if you're reading this, just fucking watch Swarm right now. And I was like, okay, that's, you know, that's the kind of comment I'm looking for when someone talks about a thing. It's like, okay, I guess I got something new to watch now finally. And then yeah, and I watched it and it was fucking like, oh my god.
I'll check it out, dude. I'm like looking for new television to watch, and like Swarm looks good. Netflix has got some good shit out too, like all their animated stuff. Fucking Blue Eye Samurai, incredible, dude. Fucking incredible, Blue Eye Samurai. Go watch Blue Eye Samurai too while you're at it. But watch 3 Slaps first. Watch Atlanta season 3 episode 1, 3 Slaps. Just watch that first. Like, oh god damn it. I'm glad. This is why I like this show, man. We can talk about like we're a video game podcast. We can talk about some cool shit. Like yeah, I'll watch Swarm then. I'll go ahead and watch Swarm for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking yeah. So Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. That game came out.
Persona 3 Reload.
Yeah, Persona 3 Reload's coming out tomorrow too.
You know, I didn't realize that this is a $70 game.
Yeah.
So thank God for fucking Game Pass.
Yeah, thank God for Game Pass. It's a $70 game that doesn't have like. Here's what's fucked up about the game, man. They had a chance to make Persona 3 Reload the definitive Persona 3 experience, because right now there's 3 ways to play Persona 3. Okay. Well, technically 2. The base game came out on PS2 way back in the day, and it got an expanded version. It's like Persona 3 FES, which has like, think of it like Persona 4 versus Persona 4 Golden or Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter. It's a re-release of the game on PS2. It had extra content, some extra personas, some new story stuff you can interact with, and an expanded ending with an extra chapter at the end of the game to help wrap some things up. The game came, but it doesn't have a lot of quality of life changes. So, for example, you can't directly control your party members. They still take their own actions. You could like change their behavior. Like, hey, I want you to heal more. I want you to attack more, but you can't directly control them and pick what they do. Then the game got a PSP release called Persona 3 Portable. That game directly lets you control your party members, but because it was on PSP, the graphics were a lot worse. The cutscenes, the anime cutscenes were changed to like visual novel style cutscenes. So still pictures, shaky camera, that kind of thing. But to make up for it, the game featured a new playable character, a female playable character that had her own story, her own social links, her own relationships you can build. But no version of the game combined both those aspects. There's no way to play, but it doesn't have the FES content either. So no version of the game has The FES content, the female playable character, all this stuff. No version of the game has that. Even the one that was released in HD when Persona 4 Golden was re-released is the portable version. So there's no way to play the FES content without buying a PS2. So I was hoping Persona 3 Reload would fix that. You know, it'd be like, oh, here's the master version of Persona 3. It's going to have FES. It's going to have the female character. But it's not doing that. It's not even going to have the FES content. It's the base game stuff. And there's rumors the FES content's going to be fucking downloadable content. So
yeah, maybe they would do that.
Yeah,
if they do it and it's not free, I'm gonna riot. This is a $70 game, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And that's what bums me out is that it would have been worth $70 if it's like, oh, here's like the definitive Persona 3 experience. It's a remake of the game. It's gonna have the female character. It's gonna have the FES stuff. It's gonna have all this extra shit on it, but it's not doing that. It's on Game Pass, so I'm still gonna play it. You know, I ain't gotta pay money for it, but that is something that bums me out. I don't know, man.
Oh, art book, soundtrack, and DLC pack. Which there's just different outfits, I guess. That's what these are. Oh no, it allows you to use personas from Persona 5 Royal. What?
Probably
allows you to use personas from Persona 4 Golden.
Probably like
Izumaki.
Yeah, like Izanagi and what's the fucking Persona 5? Arsene, you know, like the specific like character personas.
Is that not like cheating? Not cheating, but
it's absolutely cheating. Because typically those personas have like higher stats. And the game just lets you like just take them out of the fucking. As soon as you unlock, if it works the same way Persona 5 did, which let you use Izanagi and like Magatsu Izanagi, the corrupted one, and like some other variation of it that's super weird. But the way Persona 5 did it is as soon as you unlock the Velvet Room, you can just like download them from the compendium and just add them to your party. And they had like some broken skills and just made the game piss easy.
Yeah.
Like it kind of broke the balancing a little bit. So yeah, if it's gonna work the same way, I don't care. It's like not content I'm gonna miss, honestly. These extra personas, it is not content I'm gonna miss if I'm being totally honest. Also, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League comes out tomorrow. If you care about that. Which like, I don't care.
It's a bummer because people are gonna slam that game for because it's not as bad as it's the same thing as like the Starfield situation where sure it's a bad game, but it's not like as bad as people were fucking making it out to be. I feel like this game's the same thing. Like this is coming from someone who I like enjoyed Avengers more than most people. You know, there's like parts of that game that are definitely enjoyable. There's parts of this that are definitely enjoyable, but I think
what's
all
weird
people
with this though is coming from someone who played the other Arkham games. This comes at a really weird place because if you finished Arkham Knight, Batman just coming back is kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
Because he kind of just like goes away at the end of Arkham Knight. He doesn't die, but like just goes away. And so him coming back, no explanation. Now the Justice League is all together. This is supposed to be canon to the Arkham games. This is the only one that's canon. Gotham Knights isn't, but this one is. So for him, just like, oh, Batman's back, no explanation. The Justice League is a thing now, no explanation. Like kind of weird to me. Also, like the story kind of leaked already, so people already talked about some other things I'm not going to spoil here, but some characters get done dirty in this that I'm not excited to see. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say there.
I mean, this is another game that I would play if it wasn't Oh, holy shit! It's $50 right now on Green Man.
Yeah.
Less than 50. So maybe do that. This is a $70 game.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the reviews come in and see. But
The
so
the
far, people
live
haven't been
service
kind to it.
stuff. Live service is another term that gets like, I think, for not a good reason, that people just kind of take the term a live service and just throw it negative for whatever reason, as if like live service is always bad. But you can have a good live service. It's not bad because it's a live service. It could be a bad live service game, but it's not bad because it's a live service. Like
I think
you
the
could make a
problem
good
is
one.
that the Arkham games have always been built to be this like this finite experience, right? Beginning, middle, end. That's the game.
Yeah,
And to shift that to a live service model, a lot of people coming from the Arkham games to this aren't going to be into it. Um, that's my thing. That's why I didn't pick up Gotham Knights. I'm like, I don't care.
yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to play for like hours just to get like a new set of pants for Batgirl. Like that doesn't sound fun to me. And then when Suicide Squad got announced, I was super into it because I thought it was going to be like. I thought it was going to be from the tone of it, it was going to be like the Arkham games, like a twist. And I remember when it got announced, I was like, "This is the game Gotham Knights should have been." And then this live service stuff came out. I'm like, "Oh no, it's just what Gotham Knights is,"
yeah.
and it got me super like unexcited for it. Um, if it comes out and it's good, like I'll eat crow on this, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Like reviews are already not kind to it.
I mean, it's
And
not good, and I'll say that it's not
yeah,
good, but it's not as terrible as people are making it out to be. Like it's not like this worst game ever. Like I guarantee you, it's going to be on lists of worst games of 2024, and then this will be on it, even though it's like not that. It's not that
yeah,
catastrophic in terms of how
yeah,
bad it could be.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what these lists look like. But I
Yeah,
think you're right. Just because of the controversy around it, it's going to end up on like worst game of the year list or some sort of like mention.
yeah,
Like the controversy is going to be following this game around a lot more than like anything else, I think.
yeah,
So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I'm not excited for it, but it's coming out tomorrow, so we'll see what the reviews say. Then Tuesday, February 6th, Foamstars is coming out on PS4 and PS5, everybody. So go check that out.
yeah. It's a bummer because that game. I'm interested in that game, but
Into
it only
not enough
being
to
on the consoles
PlayStation.
is
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, same. I'm interested in it, but not enough to like dust off my PS4 and drop like what, $60 for it.
Well, it's going to be on the PlayStation Plus for
I'm not gonna
free.
restart my PlayStation Plus subscription.
I mean, you have to be subscribed to even play it
Oh yeah, to play online. That's right. So
online.
fuck this game. Like I'm not gonna restart my PS Plus subscription. I haven't had a PS Plus subscription for like I want to say like 6 months already, and like I don't even miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's whatever. We'll see when it comes out what people are gonna say about it. Hopefully, it's good. It's good enough that it gets a PC release. Like it'd be dumb not to release on PC.
I'm sure they will at some point.
Yeah, at some
Fucking
point
Square
we'll see.
Enix loves your PlayStation.
Yeah,
And now your Xbox.
yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for the show, everybody. So thank you. I know this took a bit tangent, but like not a lot happened, so I don't
Yeah,
mind.
that was good. You got a lot of good discussion.
A
So
lot of good discussion. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that Swarm like after this
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Check out Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's good. Atlanta's good as fuck. I love Atlanta. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to listen. Sabi, man, tell people they can find us.
Guys, go to Gameoverse.com, Gameoverse.com/Twitch, Gameoverse.com/YouTube, Gameoverse.com/Discord, and hop in there and chat with us. Tell us, what are you watching? I need some stuff to watch, man. I'm You know, after my favorite shows end, I'm always in the state of, well, now what do I do? Because I just hate wasting my time watching stuff that isn't good.
Yeah,
after being
same.
spoiled by like such good shit. Like Better Call Saul, fucking incredible. And then after it ended, I was like, well, now what do I do?
I will argue. I think I've said this before. Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad.
It is. No, easily. I mean, Breaking Bad didn't really come into its own until several seasons in, where they really got into the swing of things.
Yeah.
So, and this Better Call Saul just carry that momentum. So.
Oh yeah. Everyone, check us out on Discord. You know, be safe, be excellent to each other, and we'll see you all next week.